we're back. It has been a while since I have posted anything because I have not done anything on the car. Just got a little frustrated. This stuff inside down here, you know, and trying to get this taken care of and figuring out how to do this. And I've contacted people and they've said, yeah, you know, we'll cut the floors out for you and whatnot, and nobody ever follows through with anything. And so it's just kind of been frustrating and kind of been just holding off doing stuff. But I think what I'm going to do now is I've got that brake light switch that I need to do, so I'm going to do that. And then yeah, the plan is actually, because I'm not that good at the welding, this I'm going to have to weld, and that back part I'm going to have to weld. But this, what I'm trying to do is get kind of this whole section cut out of the floor. And then what I want to try to do is I'll have to get rid of these, but take these off and then just lay the other floor on top of it and then just rivet it down, and see if that'll take care of that. But yeah, I think what we're going to do now is we are going to work on the brake light switch today, and maybe work on that lock over there. I don't know if you remember that lock. I had to buy a new piece and it still just won't open. It is so close. Some people said maybe bending that arm just a little bit in might give it enough for it to come down. So I'll work on that maybe today as well. So here's that brake light switch that I have to exchange, and I'm not sure if you remember, and I'll show you once again. The one that's in there, so this little plunger, so when you hit the brake, the bar comes, it's sitting on this, and the bar comes in and this pushes in. Well, this won't move. It's completely frozen inside, so it's no good. So that's why this needs to be replaced, and that's what I'm going to work on today, is getting that in. All right, so looking at it again, I was wrong. So when the brake pedal isn't depressed, it's supposed to be pushed in, which it is. Then when you push the brake pedal, it releases it, makes the connection, and turns the brake lights on. And when you let go of it, it comes back. So what's happening is it's stuck like this. So even when I push the brake pedal, so if this is the brake pedal, and I push the brake pedal and it moves away, this stays in instead of releasing to turn the light on. So we'll get this out. It looks like it just screws in. So we will see. All right. So these are different sizes, but the nut does fit. So there are two nuts. One on the inside, and then there's the bracket it goes through, and then one on the other side. So I didn't know that. So I loosened this one up. I'm twisting, and it's not coming up. And then I realized there's a nut on the other side. Not so easy to get to. Probably could hold it with your fingers. This one was rusted a little bit, so I had to get a wrench on it. But the pedal bracket, the pedal arm was in the way. So I, laying flat on my back, I had to push the brake pedal in with my head to get the wrench up and around and get it on there. But got it out. They are different sizes. But like I said, the nut does screw onto here. So I'm sure it'll work. It's just a different manufacturer, different size. This is, you can see the difference in size there. But yep, so this is, the new one is the FAE. And that's the part number. I did want to add real quick, 17 millimeter is what those nuts were. All right. So if you remember, electrical problem, the light, the driver's side light wasn't working, and there's something wrong here. So it actually goes in this last pin down here. And I can get continuity on the pin that's in there, but only in certain spots. So I think it has something to do, there's something loose, there's something wrong inside here. So what I did was, you know, before you saw I would run the wire, but here's what I did for this, and I'll go ahead and clean this up. I'll put some shrink wrap around that part right there. But I just got a clip, and I actually had to bend it a little bit to make it big enough. And then I'll heat shrink that into that. And as you can see, I now have continuity between the stalk and my light. Not the best fix in the world. Really, I mean, the fuse box should be replaced, but I mean, that's not something I'm going to do. This will work just fine for right now. So, yeah, just get this shrink wrapped and cleaned up, and we'll be good to go on that section. So here we go. So that's all shrink wrapped up, and that's all connected and shrink wrapped up. So this is not, that's not going anywhere. That's not going anywhere. And I have my continuity. Problem solved. Didn't have to solder. And, you know, if I want to change something and I want to replace this at some time, all I'm going to have to do is just cut that shrink wrap off and just unplug that, and we can do something different. But for right now, that takes care of that issue. All right. So I've got it working now. So if I flip this down like it's locked, it opens up. So all I ended up having to really do was that little black piece right there. I was able to screw down just a little bit further. I'm not many threads into it, but it's on there and it's working. So yeah, we're good to go. I'm glad I didn't have to bend it, so figured I would just try to slide it down a little bit more if I could. And it was just enough. I mean, it was so close to begin with. So that lock is fixed. So also today I checked all the continuity on my wires for my fuel sending unit, because the fuel line didn't move. Now I only put a gallon or two in, so maybe that's why. The sending unit might be stuck as well. But those all checked out. But what I found was interesting was you got yellow and black and purple. And I think purple and black. And then those wires come into here. So there's those two wires right there. But if you look in the book, it's yellow and black and blue and black. So the book is wrong. It's actually purple and black, not blue and black. But all these marks in the book are all the electrical connections that I have checked and made sure are good. I think that's it. I don't think there's any on any other pages, but yeah. So far everything has checked out. Yeah. So just moving along. I think that's going to be it for today. I got to do some work on the bug. I got to put some brake fluid in. It was getting a little low, so we'll put some of that in, and I think that'll be it for today. I might piddle around a little more.